What's up? How are you doing? You're muted. You're muted.
I just noticed I muted for the whole time again. Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. You are crushing it this Q4. I'm super excited that you decided to come back and share with us how you're doing it. So for those of you that don't know, Andrew has been posting in the Facebook group. Now the name you post under those, is it Quang?
Yeah, it's Kwang. So for Facebook, I couldn't put Andrew because they just like, hey, I need to see your ID, and my ID is not Andrew.
So. Yeah, Facebook's kind of like that. So he posts under Quan Vo, and then it says Andrew though in parentheses, if I remember right. So he's been posting in the Facebook group though. He's been doing $33,000 days in Q4. What's that?
41 now.
41. He did $41,000 in a single day in Q4. So he's absolutely crushing it right now. I remember the last time you were on, you didn't find your winner until December 5th or something. When did you find your winner this time?
A month ago. So this time I take everything more serious. I focus more on my face building, focusing more on my ad. And yeah, about a month ago. So right at beginning of November, and it just been keeping on going up from there. So
that's
1K, 5K, 8K, 10K, and now it's like 41.
That's absolutely amazing. So, whoops, that ain't what's supposed to be up there. So Andrew is absolutely crushing it. He's decided to join us to teach you how you can scale too. So if you have a product that's winning right now, or that you think is a potential winner, he's going to have all kinds of tips and tricks that you're going to be able to implement today to try to take your campaigns to the next level. So super excited. Thanks for coming on, Andrew. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having me, Michael. My honor.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody knows how we like to kick things off around here. We start things with a little digital marketer's toast. We believe the toast is magical. We believe it lowers CPMs. I say that every week because I'm, we believe it lowers CPMs. It increases conversions. It makes you happier in general. There are problems in your life that will go away after you do the toast. Some people report tinglies from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. Literally every week, someone kind of reports something like that. Another thing, people get sales during the digital marketer's toast, right? It's a magical, powerful thing, people. And if you are ready to partake, raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, and flasks. Join me now for the digital marketer's toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs, and lower CACs, higher CTRs, much higher CVRs to enable ad accounts and big bank accounts, upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, to winning products and repeat sales, to the thing that everybody knows, the riches are in the niches, but also your email flows. Are you ready? Cheers, everybody. Drink up. There we go. There we go. I'm feeling it. Pause right now. Get in your body. Are you feeling tinglies? From the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Give me some little tingly emojis in the chat if that's you right now. Top of the head, bottom of the feet. If you just got a sale, let us know in the chat. If you just got a sale, I want to see that also in the chat. Things are going to get better from here. Gas prices come down. Government shutdowns are averted. It's truly unbelievable what the toast does, okay? We got some lightning bolts going on. That's probably a tingly. Laura here felt some tinglies. Way to be. Adam here felt some tinglies. I know. It's magical, people. It's magical. Okay. Do me a favor. If you like what we do here at ShineOn, like the post, heart the post, drop some fire on the post, all that fun stuff. Give us some love in the comments. You guys light up the comments every single time. So we pretty much have that base covered. Let's go over our swag winners real quick. Look at this. I love it. Feeling the tinglies. I know. There's something to the toast, people. It's people in every continent on the world except Antarctica partake in the toast every week. It's a little dopamine hit that rings around the world. It's an amazing thing. I dig it. I'm feeling the tinglies, but that's probably a pulled muscle from my bad dancing. Yeah, from the intro music. I know. The intro music's pretty awesome. I get it. All right. Swag winners. Let's do a recap real quick. So, Galthaman, I hope I said that right. Finally, we got our first order. It was tough to set up the business and bank as a non-US individual. Started testing 2 days ago using Facebook. Thought we missed Q4. We're on to our first. We got our first order yesterday within 3 hours. Profitable after ad spend. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing the testimonial. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, did we take the challenge? Was that said in here? No. Didn't say we took the challenge. $67, $88 in revenue, $46 profit. I love our margins. They're freaking amazing. Anyway, congratulations. Thank you for sharing. You've got some swag coming your way. Ruth, I joined ShineOn in May. I've worked really hard over the past few months prepping for Q4. Yesterday, I was talking to my husband about giving up. I had coaching and did the challenge in November. I knew my creatives were good. I'd spend lots on ads, getting great click-through rates, but nothing. Wondering what on earth do I have to do to get sales? Completely disheartened. I actually scrapped all my ads at the weekend, reluctant to spend any more money. You've no idea how much this sale today has lifted me. I really hope it's the beginning for me because I love it. $98.94 on 2 units. That's incredible. Congratulations, Ruth. Remember this, if you do not give up for long enough, you win. If you do not give up for long enough, you win. That's the takeaway. It's a skill set. You have to learn it. It takes time to learn. Nobody becomes Michael Jordan on the basketball court overnight. It takes skill and it takes practice. So hang in there and you will break through the wall. I promise you that. Okay. And you've got some swag coming your way. Thanks for sharing, Ruth. Gail, this is a fun one. Gail has been part of the community for a really long time. I'm really rooting for her here. You guys, I hit my first $1,000 day. I know this seems small compared to some of the screenshots being shared right now, but for me, it's huge. I had zero e-commerce experience before I found ShineOn in late January of this year. I poured myself into it. I spent lots of money on data. I never gave up. This isn't for the weak. You got to push through it all. My advice, join the challenge. Listen to those who are where you are wishing to be. Most of all, put in the work. Thank you to all who have helped me along the journey. You can see from my month screenshot that I had a small success, products that sell, but nothing quite hitting. Most of the days are break even or small loss. And then boom, I found my winning product. I'm a little late to the Q4 party, but this proves there's still time to find a winner. I don't have the bankroll yet to scale to the moon, but I know in 2023 is about to be lit. $1,000 in a single day. Congratulations, Gail. That's amazing to see. You can, by the way, you can take this small win and you can still scale really big as long as you've got your cash flow down and you're reinvesting all that money back into ads as quickly as you can. You can still scale massively in the time we have left before the end of Q4. Do not give up. Go after it. And if you have a winner, it's so much easier to scale. When you have a winning product and buyer activity is really high like it is right now in December, it makes scaling so much easier. I'm glad you're watching today. I see you in the chat, Gail. I'm glad you're watching today because Andrew's probably going to have some tips and tricks that are going to help you take things to the next level. So this is going to be fun. All right. I think this is wow, we got a lot. We got a lot coming in. That's okay. Muhammad Ali. Thank you for sharing. Let's see, $194 on 4 units, 10x thanks to Zafi and Sophie. I bothered them a lot. Also joined the challenge. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing. You got some swag coming your way. Love to see people going through the challenge and getting results. It's something like 25%, 1 out of 4 people that go through the challenge get their first sale. Those that aren't getting their first sale likely are just not completing the challenge. And I certainly don't want to paint with a broad brush there. It's probably not everybody, I understand. But considering most courses and things only have about a 10% completion rate, and we're seeing 1 out of 4 people get their first sale at the end of the challenge, that's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. All right, Nikolai. I discovered ShineOn earlier this year due to its great margins and fast shipping. This right here is why I'm going to be a lifelong seller. Thank you, ShineOn team, for providing us with the tools to create a business around products people actually love. And this is it looks like a Facebook message. The image is blurred out here. That's because he's trying to protect his design. That's completely understandable. And it says, it's from a customer. It says, my order's arrived. It's amazing. I just know my wife will love this. Thank you very much. So that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Getting a lot of comments here. Let's see here. Gail piping in. Let's see. Thank you. It's my strategy. Way to be. Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So 25% of all the people that sign up for the challenge get their first sale, but 80% of those that complete it are getting their first sale. That's awesome. So if you take the challenge, you complete it, you have an 80% chance of getting your first sale. Come on, people. Let's go. It's like 47 bucks. In fact, we're going to be talking about it in just a second. It's a no-brainer. All right. If you want to get some swag, drop a testimonial, a screenshot, value post, something like that in the Facebook group. If we grab it and we feature it here, you will have some swag coming your way. And there's somebody here listening. I see him in the chat. I know who you are. You posted something and you were kind of wanting some swag. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Hang tight. All right. Latest news. Let's get through it really quick. We launched the gift wrap upsell November 21st, whenever that was. Is that 2 weeks ago? There's no way that was 2 weeks ago. Holy crap. I think that was 2 weeks ago. It's $7.95. You keep $4 on every order. It's a one-click checkbox on the product page. The way we implemented it, it should have a 35 to 40% take rate. We were super excited to bring you this. Turn this on, experiment with it yourself, see if it impacts conversions or if it raises your AOV enough to justify it. But this, especially as we get close to Christmas here, it's going to be huge with buyers. It's going to be absolutely huge. All right. The sample kits, we launched November 22nd. The price is raised on these. They're now $39.95. The website you can get these at is ShineOnSampleKits.com, ShineOnSampleKits.com, $39.95 to get one of these. It's a great deal. You can shoot your own UGC and things like that. If you're going to stick to this and you're going to sell through to Valentine's Day, order one of these now. Get it in your hands and be ready for Valentine's Day to be able to shoot your own UGC and attempt to scale. Remember, Valentine's Day it's less than 60 days away. Wait, no. It's like 60 days away right now, little over 60 days away, but it gets here super quick because we hit Christmas. Everybody relaxes as we get into New Year's. And then before you know it, Valentine's Day is coming at you like a freight train. Don't let that be you. Plan now to hit Valentine's Day. All right. Custom name necklaces. We increased the character count to 10 characters, right? This came by popular demand. Everybody was asking for this. So we've increased it to 10 characters here. 10 characters. Look at that. Alessandra. Look at how long that is. Look at how long that is. You can basically fit any name you can imagine in 10 characters for the most part. So that was a request by you. The dev team, I got to give a lot of kudos to. They literally ran an audible to try to get this to all of our sellers as soon as they could. So they turned this around inside of like 48 hours and got this out. Now, you may all be thinking that's a small change to do that, but it is not. It's like we got to remeasure how we run things through our machines and the raw materials we have. It's a lot of work to make a small change like this. So kudos to everybody involved with that. All right, priority shipping. You get 2 extra days of selling. This is amazing, right? Most print-on-demand companies, you got to start shutting down this week. Some of them are already shutting down. If you're drop shipping, forget that, right? Because you're shipping from China, you're not going to be able to do that much longer. We ship from Florida. Not only do we ship first class mail, which gets you all the way out to December 17th, I believe it is, on like message card items, but with priority, you get out to December 18th. You're getting extra days of selling, which is Andrew Vo knows here, doing $47,000 a day. That's a lot of money, right? What are your margins right now, Andrew?
So my average margin every day right now is about 18 to 25%. So it depends on the day, but I'm seeing a lot at 20. So yeah, it really depends on how expensive ad on that day and how selling with that day. But yeah, the margin is huge.
Yeah, so let's just go with 20%. That's in between kind of your ranges there. 20% on $40,000 is like $8,000 profit a day right now. Right?
That's very warm Christmas.
You get 2 extra days of selling. That's like 16 grand.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. So
yeah,
especially last year too. Oh, memory flashback on the 16th after cut off, I have to turn down all the ad. Oh, it was painful. So
Yeah, yeah. So like this is big money, people.
it's
This is
huge.
big money. We have some people. I missed these comments, but I wanted everybody to see one. Shoot, where's it at? Let's see. Someone said the gift wrap is selling like crazy. There it is. Well, it's Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook user is, but they said it's selling like crazy. Should stay here even after Christmas. A lot of people ship directly to the recipient. Yep, that's the idea. That's the idea. Super happy you're seeing success with that. By the way, lots of fanfare here for the 10 characters. I'm seeing that in the chat too. Yep, you got it. We hope that increases your sales and helps you convert more as we move into Christmas. Let's keep going here. I want to get through these so Andrew can get to the good stuff. Shipping cutoff dates. So standard shipping on the graphic items, that also includes, so that's like basically anything that has engraving or has to go through our, what we call our well, we have a process for like the dog tags and the circle and the heart pendants and stuff that those kind of have to go through to be printed. It's totally different than the message card items. Anything like that, right? We call these production items. So dog tags, the graphic hearts, circles, the watches, if they have engraving on the back, and the name necklaces, anything that goes through this process here, standard shipping cutoff is December 11th at 11:59 p.m. That's when you have to have paid for the order, by the way, right? So as we get close to shipping cutoff here for these, you want to make sure you go in and turn on automatic payments inside your settings. But also, if you're really selling like gangbusters on one of these items, you probably want to be awake at like 11:58 p.m. Eastern on this day, and you want to manually issue a payment, right? You have to have paid for these by this time in order to kind of guarantee this Christmas delivery date. So it's very important you understand that. With priority shipping, you have until December 13th, okay? So don't forget, with priority shipping, you get 2 extra days of selling. If you want to learn how to turn this on, go look in the Facebook group for the posts where we launched priority shipping. We have a whole walkthrough on how you can turn this on for your store. It's easy, but there are a few different steps you kind of have to go through to turn that on. So go turn that on. That will get you to December 13th at noon. At noon. So this is 12 p.m. Eastern. That's noon. Okay. So like lunchtime is the time for that. That's because we need the day. We need the day to continue working on your items to make sure they go out to the post office. Then for message card items, standard shipping is December 16th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Again, turn on automatic payments. If you're selling these like gangbusters, you're going to want to go into the app, manually push a payment like right before the cutoff to make sure your orders are kind of guaranteed for Christmas delivery. And then with priority shipping, you get December 18th at 11:59 p.m. So 2 entire days, an additional 48 hours of selling. I know Andrew's going to be talking about how you can use priority shipping a little bit later in this interview. So stay tuned for that. All right, shipping cutoff dates for Europe, for Central Europe. So that's kind of all these countries in blue. That's December 14th. And then for other EU countries, that'll be December 10th. Okay. Now, Belarus and Ukraine are kind of, they're not colored up. We will attempt to ship to these locations. We just can't really guarantee when anything is going to arrive, given the conditions in those particular countries at the moment. All right, the ShineOn contest. So this is our Q4 contest. It's probably too late to sign up for this. I think we closed it down November 30th. Just a quick recap of the leaderboard here. Marvin is absolutely crushing it with 13,000 orders. Wow. He's just absolutely crushing it. Kudos, Marvin. I know you're in the chat earlier. That's impressive. Elias at 4,100 orders. Washington Helps at 32. Gary at 2,900. Matt Ba at 2,500. And so on and so forth. Go check out ShineOnContest.com if you want to look at the whole leaderboard. It's fun. It's interactive. You get to see who's on top. There's a group for those that are in the contest. So it's really cool. It's something we like to do. We might do another one. I don't want to volunteer any of the employees for this yet, but maybe we have another one coming for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. Okay. So stay tuned for that. We will see. ShineOnChallenge.com. It's $47, people. If you finish the challenge, you have an 80% chance of making your first sale. Obviously, you got to take action. It's $47. It's $47. It's so cheap. I would have killed for a resource like this when I started. It tells you how to register your business, start your first Shopify store, figure out your branding, your niches, what products, creating your first design, running your first ads. It's $47. If you make a sale, you have an opportunity to get that money back as well. There's very, very little risk here. It's a complete no-brainer. If you are new, you need to do this. ShineOnChallenge.com to sign up. ShineOnChallenge.com to sign up. All right. We have a lot of courses and more education at ShineOnTreasury.com. If you are in the middle of scaling and you've never done it before, we have a program with Mario, ShineOnScalingWithMario.com. He'll sit with you and he'll help you scale to the moon. And then finally, if you've missed anything, you just want to get caught up on the news, or you didn't check the Facebook group for like a day, example, you want to go to the top of the Facebook group, click featured. Anything that we pin or we think is newsworthy will be in this featured tab, and you can get caught up really quick on all the latest and greatest stuff that we are doing. Holy cow. You guys ready for this? That always wears me out running through those, but I think we have to. Are you ready for this, Andrew?
I'm very ready for it. I'm excited.
Let's I want to see what emoji should we ask for in the chat. Let's blow up the chat here.
Let's do a heart emoji. Let's do a heart.
We want some hearts in the chat. Let's see some heart waterfalls in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts in the chat. Shine on, folks. Every one of you, you're great. Phil was saying earlier that his grandpa was dancing to the intro music. So it's awesome. All right. Just looking over the chat here, making sure we're not missing anything. All good. All right, here are our hearts. Look at that. Here we go. All right, Steven, Marvin, we see you. Max, Facebook user, lots of Facebook users. Gail, Phil, first coffee with Michael in over a year. Hold on a minute. It's a good thing I can't see who you are. I would be talking to you right now. That's a problem, my friend. Have you left us? One very important thing near and dear to my heart that you have missed. We're now in the Shopify App Store. Have you left us a review? I don't know who you are. I'm gonna come track you down. We need a review, an honest one, mind you. But anyway, we appreciate the heart. Okay, let's keep going. Adam, Facebook user, Brad Stone, Steven, San, Carolyn, Steven, Facebook user, David Mackey. Yeah, Marvin, Steven. Way to go. I love it. Okay, great. Oh, look at this. They're getting creative here. I kind of like this one. This is awesome. Hearts and fire. Look at that. Okay, everybody.
Love it.
Yeah, let's get into this. This is going to be good. At the end of this interview, I am going to ask everybody to leave us a review in the App Store. Anybody has not left us a review in the App Store, I don't want to say I'm disappointed because I can't say that. It's against Shopify's terms of service. If it wasn't against Shopify's terms of service, I might say that, okay? But at the end of this video, I'm going to be asking for it, so stay tuned. You ready for this? You ready for this, Andrew?
I'm ready for this.
All right, let's do it. Andrew's joined ShineOn. I think I mentioned this last time. He's leading our Vietnam community. He's dropping content over there. He's teaching them kind of how to sell and things like that in the community. He's kind of doing a coffee with Michael, his own version of it over in the Vietnam group. Is it called $1 Million Tea or something? This is what I heard.
Yeah, it's called $1 Million Iced Tea.
$1 Million Iced Tea. I like it. That's awesome. So you're going live at least once a week over in the group. Engagement in that group has skyrocketed. So if you're watching this, if you can speak Vietnamese, I'd encourage you, go join that group too. You know, double dip here. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, see what Andrew's dropping over there. He's doing a fantastic job. We're super happy to have him on the team. Okay, how ShineOn's the best AOV for high. How ShineOn is best for high AOV. You want to take it away?
Yes, let's do this.
All right. You just tell me when to change slides, and I'll follow your lead.
Oh, awesome. Or you can, I just post up my slide too. So if you can switch it over, that'll be less work for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hang tight. There we
You,
go.
okay. Awesome. Let's get this guy. So my name is Andrew. I joined ShineOn for about a month right now. I'm currently taking care of all the ad and content over at the Vietnamese side, and everything has been blow up since then. I'm so happy to see how everything turned out. People just love the content. So if you're Vietnamese, if you can speak Vietnamese, you can listen to Vietnamese. Go join Chai group in Vietnamese. So I'm happy to see you over there. Um, so how Chai is the best for high AOV? Um, my AOV is a little bit different compared to others. The reason is, if you can see it here, 325, 184, 205, 355, 185, 405. So Cheyenne, if you know how to do it properly, you can get insane AOV,
I
especially
love
right
it.
now. The ads are so expensive. During this season, right? Ads are so expensive. Q4, every advertiser try to advertise, and the CPM just go up to the moon. Everyone is undercutting price left, right, and center. So very competitive market. So the best way to stay in the game is to convince customers to spend more when they're on your site, because that traffic you already pay for it. So why don't just try to convince them to buy more, right? So really hope during this coffee with Michael, I can show you guys my way of getting extremely high AOV, just like I am right now. So
Hey, I just want to say real quick, this I love. I feel stoked seeing this. It's been our dream at ShineOn for a long time to create upsells and post purchase and high margin products so that you, the sellers, can on average hit 3-digit AOVs. 3-digit AOVs. That has been a dream of ours for a long time. I'm floored to see that here in your orders. I am floored. Not one of these are less than 3 digits. It's amazing. That's amazing.
exactly. So that is exactly why I'm here to show everyone what I do. It's nothing fancy. It's very basic, and it's all about implementation. So if you not implementing it, you're leaving a lot of money on table. So I'm very happy to show it to everyone. So look at this on December 4th. This is my own store screenshot. December 4th, $31,000 in sales, 247 orders. So basic math, you can get $125 AOV. So average for the whole day. Some orders higher, some orders lower.
That's amazing.
Next day, December 5th, $30,000 in sales, 252 orders. Basic math again. Take that, divide by the orders, $122 AOV. So if I do this in one day, that's luck. If I do it multiple days, that it must be something there. So I'm very happy to share with you guys today. So the first way to increase AOV is upsells. So I put this into three categories: basic upsells, advanced upsell, and sub-advanced upsells. So we're gonna go through every single thing all together today. So this look very familiar, right? But I bet you many sellers not turn this on. This is pretty much like free money, package protection. This is just 1 month. Look at that. I sold 2,400 unit, make $3,900 extra. That's like free money. Gift wrap kit, $422 extra. Product warranty, $583 extra. I always think the 2 years warranty is you selling air, because for me, for the past year selling ShineOn product, I barely get any complaint about, oh, the product turned tarnished or like broken anything. So I barely see anything. So pretty much when you're selling this one, you're selling air to a customer, and when they buy it, you just have extra money. So $583 extra. Polished cloth, $318 extra. So if you're adding all of this up, 4,000, 400, 500. So it's like pretty much 5,000 something dollar extra per month. So I don't get why you not turn this on right now, because it's literally just free money. So
I love the package protection because it's such it has an incredibly high take rate. It's like 70 or 80% of people don't even look at it when they're checking out. I mean, it's there. They can see it and everything, but they don't choose to turn it off. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is awesome.
Yep. So it's please turn it on because you don't have to do anything extra on your end. Just turn it on, and the tick rate is so high. I can tell you, tick rate is super high.
This is awesome.
And the last thing on the basic upsells is luxury box. 99% of my sales are luxury box, and I charge customer arm and legs for that. The reason is it looks fantastic. Even myself, I want one. When I have the sample in my hand, I feel it. Oh, it looks fantastic. So if I love it, I'm sure many other people out there they love it too. The paper box, I don't really like it so much compared to a luxury, so I always sell the luxury, and people love the luxury.
So is there even a option on your product page to get the standard box, or is it only the Lux box?
There's also options for the paper one, but most of the people taking the luxury one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. For those, look, anybody, if you're new here, make sure you go pick up a sample kit because we'll send you one of the luxury boxes for UGC. I've got a bunch of them over here on my desk right now, but I mean, it's like a really good weight. In fact, hang tight. I'm going to just pull us back full screen real quick. Like the box has a really good weight. It's got a great color to it. It feels like a premium product when you open it. There's like springs in here, so it kind of there's like a resistance when you open it. It's like doesn't flop around. You have this incredible LED light, that really aids in the presentation of the product when the recipient gets it. Imagine the recipient getting the Lux box. This is the gift, and they open it up and it lights up as they open it. It really rounds out the experience, and you can charge a lot for this. How much are you charging for it?
So for my end, I charge $20 for it.
$20, $20 for the box. I think our base cost on it's like $12.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like $8 profit if the seller takes it or the buyer takes it. So definitely make sure you have this turned on. Anyway, I'll get you back full screen here. Oh shoot. There we go.
Beautiful. Yeah, so that's the basic upsells. Don't overlook this because this is where the money can be made a lot. So in 1 month, you can make extra $5,000 if you can sell that many units. But it is crazy, especially it's all automated. You don't have to do anything else. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the last thing I want to add on is the gift wrapping upsells. Just like Michael said, the take rate on this is so high. So plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 6th thing that you can upsell, and this is crazy. If I had this last year, I would make so much more money. So please add this on.
Do you have it turned on your product page right now, Andrew?
This one, yes.
That's awesome. And what do you have a feel for the kind of take rates you see with it?
Very high. North of 80% for mine.
80%? Are you kidding?
Yeah. I'm testing it right now. So
80% on the gift wrap?
It's pretty good take rate.
That's amazing. That's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, we have a question here. Where do I find to turn on the add-ons? They want to know how to add all these upsells. Can you answer that?
Yeah, for sure. So if you go into the your Shopify store, and then you go to apps, and you go to ShineOn app, and then on the ShineOn app, just go to the product that you are selling and click into that product. Go to the upsell tab. Just all you have to do is the little toggle. Click on. That's it. That's all you have to do. So very easy. So
yeah.
Once you turn it on, just stay there forever. You don't have to do anything else.
Yep. It's super easy. Just go to your product. You'll see an upsells button. Click it, and there's a bunch of options in there.
Yep, for sure. And for all the latest upsells update, make sure you have the automated theme update turned on the setting, because it will give you all the newest update from Shopify theme. So including all the upsells that you have. Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's go into the advanced upsells. The advanced upsell is okay. Let's take a look at this. If you notice any difference here in this message card, right here,
Yeah, drop it in the comments.
drop it in the comment if you see any difference here. And also this one, if you can see any difference here. Yeah. So
What's the difference? You got here's everybody's going to their products right now and turning on the upsells. That's the problem. Here we go. Your name here, your name here. They caught it.
Yeah, right here. Here's where the money can be made also. So personalization is is the biggest trend in 2022, even 2021. And I'm predicting 2023 gonna be huge as well. So people willing to pay extra for personalization. You can charge $10 for this. You can charge $5 for this, for example. So people willing to pay if they have their name on this. Okay, so you can change the giver's name, which is here. That so you put they can put the son's name here, or you can change the receiver's name right here. And also the third one is you can change the whole message. If you can think of the way to make it like 100% personalization, the whole message card, so pretty much you don't have to find the winner anymore. So so you can make the customer do everything for you, and all you have to do is just sell and make money. So personalization is the great way to make money.
And how do they set that up?
So personalization on YouTube, there's a video from John that John show how to do personalization. So if everyone
Okay, so
goes to YouTube and search for ShineOn YouTube channel.
so you just use the product personalizer app?
Yeah, product personalizer app. Yeah,
Oh, just like the video then.
just like the video. I follow John. Yeah, just like how John did it. I just follow exactly what he said.
Yeah, that's awesome. So just so everybody's clear, this is not in the app, right? You can't go to the upsell section in the app and find this. This is a little different. Go to Tammy. If you're watching this, if you could try to find that YouTube video that we're talking about and post it here, I think that'd be great. There is a video in our YouTube channel. John put it together. It's on the product personalizer. It's a Shopify app that you can install. There are some steps to make it work with ShineOn, but it will allow buyers rather to personalize the product card, the message cards when they're buying. And by the way, I can attest to what Andrew's saying here about this being kind of a trend that's performing really well. We have some other sellers, like top sellers, that are also doing personalization on the message cards. So this is not something you want to sleep on. It might, could be too late for you to find a winner right now as we move into Q4. I mean, it's never too late, but I don't want to distract you. If you have something working for you right now, just keep selling it. It's probably the better option. If you don't have something working for you, you can experiment with this, but definitely as we move into Valentine's Day, you should give this a shot. Okay. Anyway, good. Thanks, Andrew. You can continue.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. So another app I can recommend also is T in Blue. That app is integrated with ShineOn. So the setup is way easier on that app also. So there's two app product personalized yeah, and Team Blue. Yeah,
I swear Jim made a training on using Customly as well. I swear he did that. It might be a shot of espresso. But yeah, at any rate, I mean, the big takeaway here is regardless of the app, it's experiment with personalization because it's working.
Exactly. That's why we're having a new name necklace.
That's right. Totally.
So the second part of the advanced upsells is charge people shipping, please. This I cannot get this enough, because for every order, if you can get $5 extra, $9 extra, that is a lot of money. So you, in my personal experience, I fully regret not to charge shipping until I watched Jim's video talking about how he didn't experience any drop in conversion rate when he charged for shipping at all. And I was not believing him I was not believing what he said. I was thinking, okay, maybe people still love free shipping, but free shipping is so 2026, 2016, 2017 e-commerce. But now we're in 2022 and going forward, people willing to pay for shipping if that's the item that they want. So since I turn on shipping, I would never go back to free shipping anymore. And every day, just extra money without doing anything extra. And the conversion rate stay the same. It doesn't drop at all. So charge for the shipping. Okay.
Hey, so I want to make sure I understand what you have going on here.
Yeah.
Express shipping here is not priority shipping, right?
No, it's not
It's just
priority.
standard.
It's just standard. It's like
Well, you're not. Well, no, I don't think you are. Look, you're not lying. You're just being a marketer. The reason you're not lying is because you actually specify the delivery days in the shipping option, right? So buyers can see exactly what they're purchasing. It almost doesn't matter what you call it, right? They know what they're purchasing. They're purchasing delivery in 1 to 6 business days. And then the 2-year protection plan plus express shipping, that's just, you're just stacking things there.
stacking up. Yeah, exactly.
Now I do have a question. You didn't do anything fancy to actually make sure that when they select that option, it's adding the protection plan to the order. You're just kind of keeping track on that on the back end. So if a customer complains, you'll just go review the order and see what they checked out with. And if they pick the protection plan, you'll honor it that way. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Yeah. So I will honor in the way that I will duplicate the order and send it send the new order to ShineOn and just ship to customer.
This is very, look, this is thinking like a marketer. This is thinking like a marketer, and this is how like you have found a slight edge here in this. I guarantee you a lot of people watching this are not doing anything like this. And here's what I love about it. You've basically taken something that you offered earlier in the funnel, right? And you're offering it again later in the funnel, right? So you're giving them kind of a second chance to grab it as they move towards checkout. It's completely brilliant. Some other ways I've seen this implemented is by adding rush processing is an upsell on the product page. Now, rush processing, we're actually trying to figure out how to offer this at ShineOn. But what I've seen people do is with rush processing, they basically try to create it a way for people to be kind of at the front of the line for shipping. And like they'll give them priority customer support, for example, if there's an issue or something like that. That to me, based on our current setup, is probably getting into a little bit of a gray area. It starts to get shady. But once ShineOn has a true rush processing upsell, where like those orders actually will kind of bump to the front of the line, we'll be able to sell that legitimately, and you can make a lot of extra money there too. I've seen rush processing have like a 40% take rate on the product page. So let me ask you this, Andrew.
Yeah.
How are you going to implement priority shipping? What's your plans?
Yep. So my plan is to add another line right here. I say priority shipping, and I put 1 to 3 business days, just like how it is in Shine right now. And I would definitely charge more than that. I'll charge $14 to $19.
14 to 19 bucks for priority.
Yeah.
Look,
And
go ahead.
Especially during this time, I know people willing to pay for this. And I'm not crazy to charge $9 or $14 or $19. I have seen people charge $29.95.
Yeah.
Somehow it's still selling. So
I've heard of people selling $50 for it. So I don't know that I recommend that, but I have heard of that. Hey, I see a question in the comments. I just want to address it real quick because we kind of talked around some things, and I want to make sure it's clear. So Gail says, wait, so that's actually just the protection plan with the description change. That's not exactly what it is. So here's what Andrew has done. He went into Shopify, into the shipping settings, and he added a new shipping option. And that option is called 2-year protection plan plus express shipping. Now, when the seller checks out with this, they're not actually going to have like a line item in the cart for the protection plan. That's not how it's set up. But when the seller complains in the future, or I keep saying seller, sorry, people. When the buyer complains in the future, if the buyer complains in the future, Andrew will pull up the order and he'll look at not only what's in their cart, but also what shipping options they chose. And if they chose the protection plan, he'll honor it from there, right? So just so that's clear for everybody what he's doing here. It's very, very clever. It's a very clever way to increase AOVs.
Yeah, just like I told everyone earlier too, yeah, this is great for upselling because ShineOn product is for me, I think it's very high quality and it's very rarely having any problem. So this is very great way to upsell as well. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, my screen just moved. Okay. Okay. Super advanced way. So this is what I do to make the most of my money. And it may sound simple. It may sound that you not really look into it before, but I really hope after this live stream, you will look into this and implement it for your store. So think if the buyer has anyone else in their company, in their friendship group, or the hobby clubs. Offer item to sell to that group also. So now we're not thinking about just inside their family. Now we're thinking outside the box to the company, to their boss, to the lady boss, to their friendship group, or if they are in the soccer group or if they're in the basketball group, try to find some way to make your product appeal to that group also and then offer it to them. So I know it's it sounds crazy, but yeah, try to do that. Think outside the box, and you will see some result. And this is what I'm going to show everyone. Think about what else in their family they would need to buy the gift for. So look at this picture. For example, if you are the father, you buying gift for son. So right away you can sell for two sons, right? After you sell for two sons, you upsell for the daughter. So the chance of they having a daughter is not 100%, but there's still a chance. So if you take that chance and upsell to this father, there may be a chance you make extra money, right? So after two regular sales, upsell to the daughters, but it's not end there. You can upsell to the cousin and upsell to another cousins. So now from original two orders, so I know lots of people they spending a lot of money for ad. All they selling for is just to two sons, and that's it. They totally forgot about all the people in this third line over here. They totally forgot about this. And people love their pet also. So if you're selling for the sons, you're selling to the daughters, you're selling to the cousin, now you can sell a gift for pet also. And Sean has option for pet. So please do not forget about all the people beside the original two sons that this dad is buying the gift for.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is really the one of the big tricks to your high AOVs. It's what you're doing after the purchase. What is the can you, I mean, do you feel comfortable sharing what the, like, if somebody just came through and bought the hero product without anything else, what you're charging?
So it depends on the season. So in this season, I'm charging very high price. But in the the slow season, I'm charging lower price. So my price range is from 59 to 79. Sometimes if I feel very heated, I can charge up to $89 for the hero products. So be flexible with the pricing because not all season can sell for high price. So make 59 to all the way up to 89, and ShineOn product can sell up to that high level.
So something else is, look, you have the same limitations as all of the other sellers right now. If you're a seller and you're scaling and you're struggling with margin, I mean this with respect and love, but it's probably because you're just not being creative enough with all of this stuff, right? Because Andrew's dealing with the same limitations as everybody else with high CPMs in the marketplace right now, the increased competition, some of the issues, with attribution. that kind of are hangover from iOS 14. He's dealing with all that, and he's getting 3-digit AOVs, 20% margin, and he's doing $40,000 days, right? You've got to be more creative about the funnel. It's not just the hero product; it's the whole funnel that has to be considered. So keep going here. I know where this is headed. This is how I crushed it on my $90,000 day. I know exactly where we're headed here. So go ahead.
Exactly. So after you sell to this third level in this family tree, don't stop it there. Go to the same level as the dad. Upsell to his wife. So you can upsell the product like to my wife, to my girlfriend, to my soulmate. So this person over here can be upsell as well, because most likely after he bought the gift for son, and you say, hey, don't forget a gift for your wife, very high chance that they're gonna buy the gift for the wife also. So if if in Valentine you're selling this of father to mothers, right? So to my wife, I love you, for example. And then after you sell it to the mother, you can upsell to the son and daughters. So you can go reverse of what I just said earlier. So earlier, the hero product is from dad to sons, but if your hero product is from father to mother, then you after he bought the mother product, you can upsell for son, for daughter, and you just go sideways, you go down. So there's a loss of potential. So after this, it's not ended there. You can upsell at the upper level to his dad, which is their grandfather, right? So upsell to his dad, upsell his mom. So that is exactly what I do to increase my AOV. And surprisingly, people buy like madness. People love to buy gift for their families. So don't leave the money on the table. For me, I'm thinking even up to a point that one day the advertising cost may make me break even on my first sales. I'm willing to do it because I know my AOV is high. I know I'm gonna make back all that money once they're in my funnels. So if you want to think like a marketer, you have to think about the long term instead of just thinking about making the first $10 cash.
Everybody's heard the quote that says that like it's like the person or the company that can spin the most to acquire a customer wins, right? That's I'm telling you, everybody needs to be listening to this, okay? With the competition, with where we're at in the marketplace right now, if you have a product that's scaling, you need to be taking every possible opportunity you can, taking advantage of every possible opportunity you can to make a little extra money during the entire funnel. There's a few questions in here that I just want to address really quick. One person said, how are you using a funnel? When I say funnel here, I'm just talking about the entire buyer journey, right? Landing on the product page, the hero product, how they're offered, all the upsells kind of on the product page, what gets offered in the cart page, what they're offered at checkout, like in the shipping options, is very clever. And now we're getting into post-purchase. That's where we're headed here, where after they buy the product, what do we offer them kind of on the back end to get them to buy? So we're going to get to that in just a second. Another question, Andrew, that came in, I want you to take this one. Someone asked, what product page are you using? Are you using the ShineOn Fast page? Are you using the old ShineOn page, or are you using a different page?
Yep. So I'm always A/B test between both. I'm sending my traffic to both, and I'm seeing the lift in the ShineOn Fast right now, and I'm focusing more on the ShineOn Fast. But the other one is also working. So A/B test your traffic. That's also another tip. Don't rely on what you think, but based on what the market tell you. So anything you thinking, it may not be right. So A/B testing everything you do.
And so on the ShineOn Fast page, though, you can't have all those upsells. So are you only offering gift wrap on ShineOn Fast?
Yep. So gift wrap, and then once they go into cart, is the package protection.
Okay, so it's gift on ShineOn Fast, which you're seeing the lift on right now. You have gift wrap offered. Then in the cart, you have package protection turned on. So you're using the ShineOn cart. And then during the shipping, you offer the protection plan.
Yep. And then after they buy, I'm offering all of these fancy things over here.
Yeah. Let's get into post purchase now. Let's. Yep. This is This is money. This is money. People need to be taking notes on this. This is very, very important what you're sharing. Go ahead.
Beautiful. So these are the three apps that I personally used, and I think they work great. I don't get any affiliate for this. I just want to bring it out there and recommend to you. So after sales is the first one. OCU, very popular one, is the second one. The first two, they both have 30 days trials. So why don't just install it now, use it and test it for 30 days? If it works, perfect. You can make, I can guarantee you, if you set up your funnel correctly, you can make back the $35 in an hour. So try to use the first two for 30 days. Or the third one I use is post-purchase checkout upsells. I tested all, and those are very good options. Okay, so after upsells, we get to scaling.
Well,
This
hey,
is
sorry, I was a little
yeah,
distracted. We got a lot going on. Let's go back real quick.
yeah.
So this is where I just want to make sure everybody understands. So this is where you put into practice everything on the previous slide, right? So someone just checked out. They came through. They checked out for whatever your gift is on the front end. Let's say it's a husband to wife gift. I don't know what it is. Then what you're doing is you're thinking through, okay, what are their relationships in that tree, and what are some other things you can offer them in post purchase? And that's where you're offering them. If it's a husband buying for a wife, maybe you offer a message card where it's like from a dad to his daughter, or a dad to his son, or maybe it's a dad to, or a son-in-law to a mother-in-law, or something like that. And that's where you're trying to get them to pick up additional message card items on the back end, on the post purchase. Is that right?
Exactly. Because
Yeah. And
yeah,
it's so money. Everybody needs to be doing this. Because this is exactly how you hit these big numbers, and you'll be surprised at the take rate on these. So let me ask you real quick, because you're about to jump into scaling, and there's one more thing I want to touch on here, and that's this. So typically, what I've done in the past is after somebody purchases, they immediately get a thank you email. In the thank you email, they get a discount. Then, like very shortly after that, I send them an email where I try to start cross-selling them on those other relationships if they didn't pick up the post-purchase item. So I make sure that's not the last place they see it. So if it's a husband to wife thing, right in my email after they purchase, I'll try to cross-sell them again on the dad to daughter, dad to son, or whatever. Do you have anything like that set up?
I do have that set up, but for me, this is working way better because when people just click on that purchase button, they go to the thank you page, and before they go to the thank you page, they got hit with all of this upsell already, so they don't have to go off the screen at all. So my
Yeah, but
takeaway on this is better. Yeah.
it is 100%. It's better here, but they're not mutually exclusive. Like you can have both, and they don't take away from each other. Like obviously, you present them post purchase, 100%. You should be doing that. If you have to pick one or the other, this is the one. Do the post purchase. But after they check out, you can slam them with emails until they buy, die, or unsubscribe. You know.
Yep. That's definitely a good one. Yeah, I need to go on deeper into that road as well. I haven't gone into that road that deep, but yeah, it's lesson learned every day. So thank you for sharing that.
All good. Keep going. This is great stuff. This is great stuff.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's get into scaling. And my campaign structures is okay for Facebook. My belief, in my opinion, in 2022 onward, focus on creative, focus on the emotion behind the message card more than the ad structures, because the winner is the winner without you have to push for it. So you can see here, I spent $20, I got 2 sales, and my CPA is $10. I spent $5, I got 1 sale, my CPA is $5. Is and this structure behind this is simple. I do $50 to $100 CBO to one ad group and to 1 to 3 ad creative. So it's all about the third level right here, the ad creatives. The first two, yes, it's good to know this, the tip and trick for scaling, but for testing, please focus on the ad creative and the message card. A winner is a winner. So broad targeting, if you have some pixel data, let AI do the work Facebook is smarter than me. Facebook is smarter than you. Facebook is smarter than any of us. So we cannot try to outsmart the AI because they are very smart. But if your big pixel is brand new, try to do some interest targeting so your pixel will know that okay, this is the group of people that I should be focusing on in the futures. For TikTok, same thing. I keep the testing structure is exactly the same. I focus more my time and energies on the emotion of the message card and the creative.
So I want to make sure I get this right. So for your campaign structure, are you saying you launch like 50 CBO campaigns, 50 $100 CBO campaigns like a day? So that's how you're managing scale with the budget.
Yeah. So initially when I'm testing, I do either 50 CBO or $100 CBO, and I will scale up from here.
Like, but just by duplicating the campaigns.
Exactly, just by
So,
duplicating one.
so, so the budget's never. You're never doing like $200 CBO campaigns. It's always like you just do lots of $100 CBO
Oh,
campaigns.
I see what you mean right now. Oh no no no. I do $100 at testing, but yeah, when I dub it, I go higher budget because I do go into the scaling later on. But yeah, I do dub it and go up to like 200, 500, $1,000. So higher budget every time I dub.
So
Yeah.
can you just? You don't have to share this if you're not comfortable. Can you just tell what's in your ads manager right now for this product you're scaling?
What do you mean? What's on my ad managers?
What's that?
So sorry. What do you mean? But
So in Facebook right now, in Facebook Ads Manager, you've
yeah,
got some ads. You have some campaigns on right now to scale your winning product, right?
yeah,
Can
yeah.
you? I'm not asking you to share your screen. I'm asking for structure. Like, how many campaigns do you have on right now for your winning product?
So right now I'm having about. Let me have a quick look here. Right now I'm having about 12 campaigns running right now,
12 campaigns all for the winning product.
all for the winning products.
And
Especially this
so,
season, yeah, I'm just hammering the money into it.
okay, and help me understand just real quick.
Yeah.
Like, uh, are all those campaigns duplicates of each other?
They dub, and then once you dub it, you can try to test something extra. Like you can change the age, you can change the gender. So that is the changing, or you can change the from like all the placement to just reels to just feed, or to just
So
change it up something. Yeah,
So each of those campaigns have like at least one variable that's different,
yeah, slight, not so much,
slightly
slight,
different. And
slight different.
what are the budgets on those? Because I mean, you're doing $40,000 days right now, so I got to imagine the budget on each of those campaigns is what, at least $1,000.
Yeah, so it's ranging from $100. Some of them still working well, so I don't turn off. Up to $1,500.
So 100 up to $1,500. And how much in ads do you think you're going to spend today, just on Facebook alone?
$5,000, and that is just for the Facebook. So the $40,000 is the combination between TikTok and Facebook.
Yeah, I can totally get that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like you do your testing with these $50 to $100 CBOs. If so, excuse me, if something starts to work, you just scale up the budget, right? And you know what? I think I might be jumping ahead here. Yeah. You actually get into scaling in the next slide. All right, I'm gonna pause there. You keep going, and I'll bring this back up in a minute.
Beautiful. Okay, let's soon in about 2 minutes we get into scaling and yeah. So important note, when you're doing TikTok, I have seen this over and over. Please don't steal and rip up all the people create on TikTok. The reason for this is first is like unethical. I have to say it out because it's very unethical to rip up someone else's work. The second thing is TikTok is very smart. I can guarantee you 99.9% you will get dinged with the extremely high CPM. My CPM right now is very low, under 10. But if you rip up someone else's content, the first, the quality is going to be so bad. The second, your CPM going to be a north of 20, 25, 30. I have seen this over and over and over, and people seems don't realize this. And they keep on asking me, why is it not working? because they ripping off other people content. So try to make original videos, original record, and you will be rewarded. I can guarantee you that. And if you want to scale big, you need to have the original content. If you're stealing someone else's content, you mix and match, try to put all the broken pieces together, it won't work. Especially in this day and age, creative is everything. So take out your phone, video it for like 30, 40 seconds, and that's it, done. You don't have to rip up someone else's content, and you'll be rewarded big time. And yeah, make creative your main focus in 2023. And we get into scaling. This is what I do, especially for Q4. For Q1, Q2, Q3, the strategy is different because uh, the buyer pool is different in all these quarters. So for me, I duplicate the new campaigns into higher budget, just exactly what Michael was asking earlier. So I go from $100. If it's working, next day going up to 200, $500. If it's working again, going up. So that is the main way of scaling fast. 20% for every 48 hours. I know lots of people saying 72 hours. I have seen this working on my account for 48 hours. And that's how I can ramp up the spending even faster. So an extra day not going to waste. If you are on if initially you start with $50, go 50% daily until you reach 50, then go 20%. What I mean is if your daily budget is $50 for that campaign, don't go 20% every 48 hours. Go 50% until you reach the uh, the $50, then go 20% after that. If you're both 50%, then only do 20% at a time. And you can see here's my screenshot. The first two you already see at the beginning, and this was the day before. It was actually the day before yesterday, so $41,200.
Dude, this is you should be charging for this. This is amazing stuff. I'm telling you, anybody scaling right now, like you're making people thousands of dollars right here. This is good stuff. This is really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy to give back because when I first started, I didn't have any I didn't have like that much money to go on fancy stuff too. So anything like this, it just helped. If I had this back in the day, it's gonna help me a lot. So I really hope to giving back to the ShineOn community. This is what I do, and if you follow this, yeah, you have a great chance to be making this big number in Q4 as well.
This is awesome, dude.
So I have a tip for scaling. If after increasing the budget and it's not working super good, don't worry. It's a normal Facebook thing. Is let it run and expand your evaluation window to 3 to 7 days instead of daily. So one common mistake I made, and I do know that people making too, is when they increase the budget, the next day it tanked. And for me, I was scared too, but it's very normal. Let it run for another 2 days, another 3 days, and see if it's picking back up again. So don't worry if it's tank the next day. Just keep on keep on working on your ad. Test more targets. So more interest targeting. Test more the demographic. Testing ages, and more importantly, keep your creative pipelines active. So always having new creative, always having new videos, always having new uh, image going on. So because creative fatigue is a big thing on Facebook and TikTok right now. People people seeing your ad a lot. If they see it over and over and over, they get bored of it. So you need more angles to catch people attentions.
This is awesome. Let's how much more you got here? You have is this it?
Yeah, that's all I have for today.
Are you open? Can you do some Q&A real quick?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, here. I'm going to take back over. I'm going to get you down. Let's do some Q&A for a minute. Q&A. There's a lot of questions going on here. I've seen some in the chat. Let me start dropping your questions now. I'm going to go through. We're probably only going to do 3 to 5. Like we're not going to go for a really long time here. Let's do some Q&A here. And by the way, thanks for this. Dude, I've got to tell you, I love seeing the creativity. I really do. People do not think deeply enough about AOV and increasing it, right? They get the sale on the hero product is kind of what I call that front end product, and they just they're kind of lazy with the rest of the funnel. But as soon as you have something working, I mean, literally, this stuff represents thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And it can also be the difference between you having a break-even campaign and you having a campaign that does 20% margin, right? 100%. It's literally all in the upsells. You're doing triple digit. I mean, just hear me, everybody. I just want you to understand how important this is. You are doing triple digit AOVs, right? And you're at a 20% margin. So you'll sell something for $140 and you're going to make what, $24 on that?
Yep,
right? Something like that. $24 on that? $28 on that? Yep. Did I say 140 or 120?
You
said 140. So you're like $108. Oh, good grief. $28 on that is your margin on that particular product. Imagine if you were selling it for $59.95. Your margin might be like $3 on the whole thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like this is this I just focus on this, people. Like, this is very important stuff here. This is how you win in this game. The one that can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. Andrew just gave you the key to being able to do that, right? So if you're somebody scaling right now and you're struggling because your margin's 5 or 10% or something like that, you're not being creative enough with your whole funnel. That's really what it's coming down to. You're not being creative enough with the whole funnel. You have to think by a marketer, find some clever ways to juice every customer that comes through the pipeline. Right?
That's the right word to say.
All right, let's well, do we have questions here? Stand by a second. Let's see.
Yeah, I just want to share quick too. Like, I was struggling with my profit margin too, and then one day I started to think, okay, let's try to choose whatever customer come to my store more, and then I increase my price too. So don't be shy to increase your price, because ShineOn product deserve a higher price, and people willing to pay for it.
Yeah, very good. Okay, all right, let's start getting into these. So here's a question: do you run ads 24 hours when scaling?
If you're talking about Facebook, yes. If you're talking about TikTok, no, not 24 hours on TikTok. I do day partying on TikTok. I have my time, my time from morning to night, and I will not let it run all overnight, because they can use a lot of money when they hit 12 a.m. From 12 a.m. to whatever 3-4 a.m. it's gonna cost you a lot of money for no sales. So for Facebook, yes, 24 hours. For TikTok, no.
Do you run 7 days a week?
I run 7 days a week for both platforms.
Especially while you're scaling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm scaling.
So Jim teaches broad. Are you saying targeting interest is good or better?
Exactly what I said on the slide earlier. If your pixel has data, go broad. If your pixel doesn't, go target interest, because your pixel need to know who is your potential buyer. So once you get like that 50 or 100 sales, go broad.
Let's see. We had another one. Can you talk about channel mix? Where are you advertising? What's your logic by channel? So we know Facebook and TikTok, but kind of what's the spread here?
At the beginning of my testing, which is on November, beginning of November, the split is 50-50. They both accounting for 50% of the ad spend and 50% of the revenue. They was like competing with each other. But right now I can see a slight lift from TikTok compared to Facebook. I'm guessing because Facebook, the more into Q4 we get more expensive, but TikTok is still the very good area to advertising. So yeah, right now I see a lift in TikTok right now. So test both.
So here's a really good question from Dan. Do you have to set up the sales? I think he's saying, do you set up this entire funnel for every product, or do you just do it once you have something that's scaling? I think that's what this question is asking.
Beautiful. So I set up based on collections. So if in your store you have collection for daughters, for sons, for nephews, for dad, for mom. So because you already make the collection inside Shopify, the app will allow you to just select the whole collection instead of just individual products. So if it's the collection, you only have to sell it once, right? And for every single product you're testing, for every single product that you're selling. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, obviously, if you're working with a tool set that doesn't allow you to kind of like batch stuff, my recommendation would be find your winner first and then set all this stuff up. Because but if you have not found your winner yet, the rate at which you test new stuff is vitally important, right? Like, I would rather you be testing 10 or 20 products a day without the funnel than 5 products a day with the funnel.
Yep.
Right? Like it will slow you down. So if you have to choose now Andrew's saying you don't have to choose because you can just batch all this stuff, which is great. But if you had to choose, find your winning product first. Testing is more important. Okay. Testing is more important. Then figure out your funnel. Keep in mind, the funnel doesn't work if you don't have a winning product. So let's get our priorities straight here, right? For everybody, you got to have the winning product to get the funnels, right? It's kind of like I was about to. You have to have a winning product to see any potential from building a funnel like this. So your number one priority, and I'm repeating myself on purpose. I'm being a broken record on purpose here. The number one priority, if you don't have a winning product yet, is finding your winning product. Do not get bogged down in all this stuff, right? Find your winning product first, and then do learning on demand, come back and watch this video and implement all this stuff, right? That's really what you should be doing. If you have a winning product yet, find your winner first. I want to make sure everybody's hearing me on that, because you'll spend hours, maybe even days, screwing around with this other stuff, right? And you're missing the biggest selling time of the year, okay? So if you don't have a winning product yet, don't even mess with this. Go find your winner. Get motivated by Andrew's results, by these $40,000 days. Let that put some fire in your belly, right? Go find your winner. Get motivated to go find your winner. Then come back and implement this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choose the priorities.
What's that?
People have to choose their priorities. They have to know what to do first. So
yes.
Yeah, you don't have winner testing.
Totally. All right. Here's a question: where and how do you make your video creatives?
Here, right here, it's me. I make everything myself.
You're the videographer and the editor and the producer and the director, all in one, huh?
Music producer. I'm the everything. Especially in this time, you don't have to know fancy stuff to record and edit videos. All I use is CapCut. I think I shared last time to CapCut, and I just record with my phone. That's it. Especially if you advertise on TikTok, don't try to make it so shiny. People will hate it on TikTok. Make it very natural daily life style. That's how TikTok works. And all you need to do is yourself. That's it. And your phone. You don't have to do or having anything fancy.
Like, I mean, give me an idea. How on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is that process for you to like make your own video ads for TikTok? Scale of 1 to 10.
If 10 is the hardest and 1 is the easiest, I would say 2.5.
2.5. So it's pretty low effort.
Very low effort. So this is my water bottle. I just hold my phone to it and just hold for 50 seconds, 60 seconds. Boom, that's it. Throw into CapCut.
do you do it in like different settings, different backgrounds, or do you try different music or anything like that?
Music I can add later when I'm edit, but like
of course.
At the beginning, that's it. Phone, box.
So just like right there at your desk, You got ads manager in the background here. you just shoot the video real quick.
It's crazy easy how it is to make TikTok video these days. So don't overthink it, people. It's very easy.
That's awesome. All right, let's do like maybe one more, maybe two if we get a good one. Let's see. Here's a good one. What metrics define a winner?
Sales, because you can have all the CTR 20%, all the CPM $1 CPM, but you have no sales. That is definitely not a winner. But my biggest key takeaway for a winner is always sales. If I have $20 CPM and I have 0.1% CTR, but I have 2 sales of $10 I spend, it's still a winner. So try to get that sales. But before that, if you don't have sales, but you have a good metrics, I think Jim's talk about this too. So if you have a very, very bad CTR, that could be your call to action is weak. It could be your video is not so attractive to the customer. Your CPM is high, maybe your ad manager is new, your pixel is new, so your CPM is high. So Jim has many videos. I watch Jim's videos and I learn a lot from Jim. So yeah, that's those are my metrics that I'm looking at. But the biggest one is always sales.
All right, so I think we're going to wrap up with this one. So David Mackey asks, how many sales on a product to determine a winner before scale? So really what's at the heart of this question is like, how do you know when you have a winner? Right?
When I just like my slides before, I spent $10 and I got 2 sales. I spent $5 and I got 1 sales. That is surely a winner, because the winner is when you advertise for it and you have a profit after you minus ShineOn cost and after you minus the advertising cost. That's the easiest way of thinking about the winners, because I don't know all the people have all the fancy terms, but for me, if I make a profit, that's worth for me to dig deeper into scaling that product, making profit on that product.
Yeah, so I mean, really, you're just saying like you just look at kind of your CPAs, and if you're making a profit, you kind of go after it, you know.
Yep.
But would you also agree that like when you hit a winner, you know it? Like when you hit like a really good viral winner, like there's almost no mistaking it.
Yep. You have a feel for it.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody that is maybe new to Coffee with Michael, the winners come in different flavors, right? I like to compare the analogy I use is fish, right? Just because I think everybody is at some point in their life has probably fished or at least understands the concept. And when you're fishing, right? Fish come in different sizes. You can have little tiny fish where you barely even know they're on the line, right? Like that's a product that's probably a loser. You have bigger fish where it's kind of you kind of feel them and there's a little resistance and you reel them in. It's kind of like break even, right? It's kind of like a break even product. So break even products, I tend to call like salmon. In the products that don't do good, I call them guppies, right? Right. But then, after you get beyond break even, you start to get bigger fish, right? And so the next step up is what I call marlin. And those are fish. Like marlin are those big fish in the ocean that have the real pointy snouts, and they're big. These are they're huge fish. And these are fish that are winners, and you can get to like 4 or 5 figures, but they'll probably never scale much beyond that, right? It's like they're good, they're resonating with the audience, but they're not viral in that sense, right? You want marlin, okay? I'm not downplaying what you want a marlin. They're amazing, right? But you will know when you have a marlin on the line, right? If you catch an 800-pound fish, you're going to freaking know it. There's going to be no mistaking it, right? And then the next level up from marlin are what I call whales. Whales. Those are those products that go viral. Now imagine yourself standing on a boat and you got a big fishing pole and it's out in the ocean and you catch a whale. Are you going to know it? Hell yeah, you're going to know it. You're probably going for a swim, right? Because this thing is going to take you on a ride. That is a viral product, and that is exactly what they do. When you have a viral product, you are very clear that you are not in the driver's seat. That product's in the driver's seat, and you are literally just trying to play catch up with it, right? It's like you are just trying to stay caught up to how well it's selling, and you're trying to maximize your funnel, but you always feel like you're a step behind. I mean, seriously, anybody that's run with a viral product, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. It's doing all the work for you, right? And it's kind of humbling, actually, when this happens, because you know that you're riding lightning, if that makes sense. So anyways, I just say all that to say that's kind of my experience selling products. Everybody's going to kind of contextualize it in their own way. But Andrew's kind of saying, like, look, if it's profitable, if you've got ads out there and it's profitable, friggin' A, you might be on a winner, right? So lean into that and see if you've actually got one. Start this whole process of duplicating the campaigns and increasing ad spend and testing other variables. Is that roughly right?
Exactly.
Andrew, you kicked ace today. I love this. This was awesome. This got me actually super excited. Seeing how clever you are with the entire funnel, seeing how you're consistently hitting 3-digit AOVs, you're living the dream, buddy. You're living the dream. If anybody watching this, if you got value out of it, drop some hearts in the chat. I want to see some hearts in the chat for Andrew. Let's thank Andrew for coming on and sharing this. Anybody that's scaling right now, Andrew probably just made you several $1,000s, right?
I really hope so, because if you do that, that will be it will make my day, because it make me happy to see that my knowledge I can share back to the community. It make me happy. So
yeah, well, I promise you, people got a ton of value out of this today. Look at this, Marvin, he's crushing. He's done like 13,000 orders so far in Q4. Even Mario, Marvin, sorry, thought that this was super informative. Look at this. You got a lot of love in the chat. Thanks a ton for coming on today.
Thank you. It's my honors. Really my honor.
Just
a year ago, I would just, if you click on my name on ShineOn, you can see my last one of my old posts last year. I was still asking for advice. So life can change. If you really stick to the game long enough, you'll figure out a way to do it. So yeah.
Totally. If you don't give up for long enough, you win. That's the takeaway.
100%.
All right, everybody. On the screen here, all our social media channels. We're putting fun stuff out there all the time. If you subscribe now, you might actually see some clips from this Coffee with Michael in social media in the future. Until we see you next time, next Friday, happy selling. Actually, you know what? Before I let you go, it's a final week of selling, people. If you haven't found a winner yet, take heart. Take heart. Many people do not find their winner until the final days of selling. And you can still make a ton of money in the last week of selling, especially now. You get 2 additional days of selling. So guys, if you're scaling something, put what you just watched in practice, put the pedal to the metal, make the most out of the time that we have left. Make the most of it. We have roughly 9 days left, okay? 9 days left. Some of you in these final days will make triple digits profit. I mean, I'm not exaggerating here. Andrew is well on his way to that. He may secure the bag on 100K before the end of next week. I mean, that's totally reasonable. I'm not even exaggerating. So people, do not lose heart. Stay with it. Keep testing like crazy if you haven't found a winner yet. If you have a winner, go put this stuff into practice so you get those triple-digit AOVs and you can spend more money to acquire customers. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time, happy selling. Andrew, you're awesome.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me. And thank you, everyone, staying until the end right now. And I just want to say one last thing. Don't give up right now just because it's near the cutoff. Because last year I have exactly 7 days before the cutoff from $0 to $300,000 in sales. So please don't give up. You have a lot of time. So
yeah. So hey, $0 to $200,000 with, wasn't it like a 20% margin?
300,000. Last year was 25% in the last 7 days.
So you made $75,000 between right now and shipping cutoff.
Yeah. So that's why I say don't give up right now, people.
Well, people. Those of you that are on the verge of quitting, just ask yourself, what would an extra $10,000 mean to you in the next week? 20,000. What would $50,000 mean to you between now and the end of next week? And that is totally doable. Andrew has done it. I've done it. Okay. Yeah. People do this every year. Hang in there. Don't give up. If you don't give up for long enough, you win. All right. See you guys later. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.